met my wife in high school. Problem was, I dumped her for the cheerleader, and we didn't get married till almost 20 years later. She told me in a very vulnerable and tender moment that when we were about 15 or 16, that we were supposed to get married. Now, I was a mathlete in high school, but nowhere as mature as she was. I went on a 20-year stint of very poor choices, where my parents always had reductive comments for every girl I brought home. She's a little ugly, no? Was that dandruff on her shoulders? Oh my God, mijo, I'm so glad you broke up with her. She was lying to you the whole time. What kind of woman wears dirty shoes like that? The comments never ended. But back to my wife. We reconnected through social media, decided to have dinner at a French restaurant in North Hollywood, and it was like we never had broken up. The sparks flew, I walked her to her car, we share a passionate kiss, and it's like we had been together forever. Now, we dated for a year before I could meet her kids. She had kids of her own, and she wanted to make sure I was going to be the real deal. And now, I'm a guy, I'm an adult I'm a person who was an adult child of alcoholic parents. There's also mental health background with bipolar disorder and depression. And so I thought I was never going to get married. I was going to be Jules Winfield of Pulp Fiction, the character that played by Samuel Jackson, and I was going to walk the earth. And here I am contemplating not only a single mother, but taking on 3 kids, one of whom is approaching his teens. And I think that what made me fall in love with her even more was that when we were on a date and she let me know, I am not easily attainable. I don't need you. I am fine where I'm at. I have a job. I can feed my kids. I can clothe my kids. And if you think you're coming here to save me, you're in the wrong place. And it was a beautiful thing. I really learned to respect her when she told me that. And when she finally let me meet her kids, it was game over. These kids were amazing. We had established a foundation of our own before me just trying to be an additional helping hand to cook and clean around the house. And we're going to celebrate 10 years of marriage here in the summer of 2022. You know, and what's funny is she was the only woman that I brought home that my parents didn't have anything to say bad things about. Even my brother was like, God damn, she's beautiful. How in the heck did you reel her in? And in those 10 years, we really have galvanized each other. When I started my second business, she got a second job while she was finishing her degree in criminology. When we found our dream home, she gave me the courage to write the check for the deposit with her vision of what the future was holding for us in that home, because it was going to be more than just a four walls of house. It was meant to be a sanctuary where we would help and serve others. And we gave each other the resources we needed so we could step into our purpose. And it was the best decision I made, especially when some of my closest friends would say some of the most terrible things about dating women with children. Now, I adopted those kids in 2019 after a very hard-fought battle with the biological father, whom the kids called by his first name, and they call me Dad. So the next time you see someone new, they don't need saving. They need to be empowered, and they could be the key to helping you find your purpose to save the world.